So I'm going to share our day 3 recap of our Costa Rica trip. And boy, let me tell you, it was just jam-packed. We started out at 7 o'clock and we met in the lobby, and we had gone to an all-day excursion. There was about 26 of us from our travel membership that we all just ended up going first to a waterfall that we actually got to swim in, and the waterfall must have been about 40 feet high at least, and we got to go into the water right underneath the waterfall. It was just a real magical experience that we had, and we got to share with everybody. We made new friends again over there. And then while we were there too, walking down to the waterfall, we saw this it was a white-nosed and I can't even really pronounce it. It was mentioned in Costa Rican. It looks like an anteater, but it's all brown, furry. But they said it was related closer to a raccoon. That's their version of a raccoon over there. And it came right up to my feet. I couldn't believe it. Just about a foot away. So when I'm saying up to my feet, it just stopped about a foot away. And it was doing that to everybody that was over there too. That was just a really neat experience, and seeing it. They said it was harmless as long as you don't try to touch it or pick it up. So it was just another one of those surreal moments that we got to experience at the waterfall. We stayed there for, oh my goodness, about an hour and a half, just to go ahead and just, bathe in the cool water. Everybody was just enjoying it. So it was just a really neat experience. And then we ended up going back into a bus that was taking us to different parts of Costa Rica. We ended up going to the rainforest next, and the rainforest, our tour gave us lunch. It was just a traditional Costa Rican, rice and beans and chicken. So it was just a really yummy lunch that we enjoyed. And then we got to walk through the rainforest, and this is at a place called Sloth land. And just as the name implies, we had to walk around, and we saw 3 different sloths in the different parts of this, just out in their natural habitat, which was really cool. So we're walking through this path through the jungle, and we saw sloths, and we saw some poisonous frogs. So green with these really red eyes, and Terry got a great picture of this other frog. It's really tiny, but it was all red. Just amazing how we were able to see them. Again, they'll leave you alone if you leave them alone. And we got to respect them in their natural habitat, and really got to enjoy just walking through the rainforest. And as the name implies, we had to wear our ponchos because we were in the rainforest, and it was raining on us there, but it cleared up just in time for us during this trip, where we got to see the sloths when it stopped raining. In that same area, we went into an area farm where they actually grow the Costa Rican coffee. So they showed us how they pick the beans, how they roast it, gave us a whole demonstration. We got to taste the beans, something that I enjoy coffee. But they were saying that the longer you roast it, the less caffeine. So if you're really looking for caffeine, you want to go with the light blend. Then you have the medium and you have the dark roast. They said the longer that the beans actually roast, there's less caffeine. So it gives more flavor, less caffeine. So what a lot of the Costa Ricans like is the medium blend coffee. So it has a mix of both flavor and also of the caffeine. So something new that I didn't know about coffee and got to really enjoy it. They were also telling us, it was really interesting, that the students, as they're going to school there, in order for the children to really learn their heritage, part of their school curriculum is that they have the students go up into the coffee fields, and they pick the beans by hand, and all the coffee is still picked by hand. And the students get to learn their culture. They do 1 or 2 summers of picking coffee beans each summer. And so even our tour guide, he said that he was doing it for a couple of years, and it's passed down from generation to generation. So this way that their culture is also being passed down from generation to generation. I thought that was really neat. We also learned that Costa Rica has no military. They put all of their funds, what they used to be back in the 1940s, and they're reinvesting it all into the schools. So that's how they invest in their future generations. No army, and it's all for free education for the Costa Ricans. Just amazing things and that we learned about the country itself. Not only did we do the coffee tour, but cocoa is also very popular over there too. And they showed us the cocoa beans and how it is processed into cocoa powder and made into their famous chocolate bars. So we got a coffee tour, we got a cocoa tour, we got a tour through the jungle, got to see sloths and some other amazing animals, but the tour wasn't finished there. And we went to one more stop. It was over at a hot springs. It was from it was heated by the volcano that was near us. And so we got there really late at night, and the park was actually closed. The hot springs was closed, but they knew we were coming, so they left it open. So we actually had a private little tour of the hot springs where we got to sit in some of the hot baths. There was even mud bath that we can take, and it was all just heated by the volcano. And it was just really a unique experience that we got to enjoy. And it was already dark at that point, so we're laying in a hot tubs and just looking up at the stars, and it was just so magical at that point too. We didn't get back until late. My goodness, we left at 7 o'clock in the morning, but we didn't get back till like 9:30 at night. By that time, the resort, most of the restaurants were already closed or just about ready to close. But we ended up spending our dinner over at the sports bar, and so we had a really yummy, it's like burgers and fries. And so just also sitting down with other people in our group and just sharing our experiences. And that's what I also love about our membership. It's not just about the trips that we're taking and the savings that we're able to get, but it was the time that we were able to share with each other, and just the memories that we made just from friends from all over the globe. So we made friends from Canada, and we made friends from Arizona, made friends some people from Mexico. They're all showing up to this resort, and we're just having a blast and just laughing and sharing life experiences that we wouldn't have been able to do if we didn't take advantage of Travel Advantage. Love to have you come with us on our next journey. We already booked our next trip. I'm not going to tell you where it is right now. Take also a look on social media. We're going to post some pictures of this trip that we just took. We'll put that in there later on. But I hope you have a great rest of your day.